Now, hello everyone, welcome back to the channel G-Man Aviation. Now in today's video we have a little more of a different type of approach here with what we usually do on the channel, which is going to be a little more of like a history lesson. And this is, if you live in the Chicago area, this is Northerly Island, which is a park that is on the downtown Chicago, right over by a bunch of other parks and monuments. Over here you can see you have all these fountain memorials, Grant Park right over here. So all these other parks that are very close to Norley Island, but there's also different museums here like the Adler Planetarium, and of course you have the Field Museum and the Shed Aquarium. Now all these are on this little island here, and you might be asking, now why is this relevant to this channel? Because, you know, we are an aviation channel, not a park channel. But you could see here, and once we flip over to the flight simulator, I'll show you what this island actually used to be. Now, this island is actually used to be an airport. Now, in 1942, this island was made into a runway. Now, this runway was mainly used for general aviation aircraft who were flying into the city, which is here right next to the downtown, which many people liked because of how close it was and the vicinity to downtown, that you can just fly straight in and go downtown Chicago to go to meetings and other things. Lots of private jets flew here, and general aviation aircraft, like I said before. All these flights used to come directly from this airport, which actually used to be Meigs Field Airport. That was pretty much this entire length. They did not extend this island at all. So this, from here all the way down to pretty much here, was the runway. Now, of course, there was still this little boat dock here, this little port that you could just have boats in, and you could go right out, of course, into the vast Lake Michigan. And that is one of the bigger things. You can fly from pretty much anywhere in the U.S. or over. Many people came over Lake Michigan from Wisconsin or Michigan, and they could come in and fly right into Norley Island right here and fly directly, go to the downtown Chicago area. So in today's video, we're going to be landing a few planes at this Meigs Field, because, of course, it is in the flight simulator still, even though this is what it looks like to this day. One more little piece of history. This airport does not exist anymore if you look at the Google Earth right now. This is Norley Island Park now. It was closed in 2003, March 30th, 2003. By the then mayor, Richard M. Daley. Now, a lot of people didn't understand why this park was closed, because this runway was closed because of how close it was to downtown. Now, the reason the mayor closed it then was because of the attacks on 9/11 and how that being this close to the city would be a bad idea for an airport. People didn't really think that was the actual reason, because they've actually wanted to make this a park since 1909. This was actually made originally a park, and they turned it into an airport, and they wanted it to still be a park. Now today, this park is home to 7th Street Beach, which is or 12th Street Beach, sorry. 12th Street Beach right here, and also, of course, the very big concert venue, the Huntington Bank Pavilion right now is what it is called. But you can see all these. You have a lovely giant field here. This is where a lot of people come for concerts, and they have all these big concert seating. I was actually at a concert here a few months ago in Chicago. I'll put some footage up there now. Now, in that video, you can actually see that it was taken at night, and you could see how nicely it was taken from like right here on the field, and you could see how nicely the city looked because it was night, and you could see the lights from the city. So that is just how close this airport was actually to the city, and what it is now, a park. So let's check out the airport in the flight simulator and see and land some planes there, and hopefully not crash into the lake. Let's test it out. Now, this is what Meigs Field looks like in the flight simulator. As you can see, they actually used the normal scenery of Norley Island. There's the Huntington Bank Pavilion, but it's actually not there in the flight simulator. They just used the same scenery and just added a runway on top of it. That's just Microsoft. They didn't want to replace their satellite scenery, which Makes sense because it's satellite scenery. But of course, back in the day, the Adler Planetarium was actually still here while the airport was in operation. So the airport would be right here, and the planetarium was still there. And of course, it's kind of on this top part. Here's the planetarium right there in the flight simulator. We're actually going to test out a landing here with the Citation Longitude, which is one of a private jets that would have flown here. So yeah, let's test that out. Here we are in the Citation Longitude coming into Meigs Field here. We are 120 knots, which is pretty good speed. This is a relatively short runway here. We're landing on runway 36. That was not a very bad landing. Oh, we bounced. Oh, it was a bad landing. Oh, Lord. Yeah, we did. Oh, goodness. That was not a good landing at all, but this is a good chance to just take a look at what the scenery looks like in the flight simulator. Let's just check out what this looks like. But as you can see, they had the actual. This would be the kind of like a parking lot right now for the new visitor center in real life right now at this time. This would be a visitor center, but you can see in the flight simulator, this was like all the airport equipment. You had all of these. This is pretty much what the visitor center looks like, but this is actually the. Wow, those flags actually move. Wow, the flight simulator is very realistic. But you'd actually see this is supposed to be I don't know why the connection was lost, but this is supposed to be the airport terminal, which I actually think now is the park welcome center. But you can see here we have all these boats, which was the same as when this airport was existing. You'll see that the Huntington Bank Pavilion will be about right here on the runway, pretty much. But yeah, this was all demolished. There's the Adler Planetarium, exactly how it would be in real life. As you can see there, that would be the Adler Planetarium, and you can see that was exactly how it was. And you also have the Shed Aquarium and the Field Museum over there. But this would be Meigs Field, which would be one of the most loved general aviation airports because it was that close. You can actually see the Willis Tower right there, and you can see a bunch of the other city landmarks. There's Soldier Field right in front of us. That probably would not have been open. Well, it would have been open in 2003. But all of these are over here. A lovely, lovely close vicinity to the city. Now, if you actually see, this would be a very good alternative to what would usually be Midway or O'Hare. Now, Midway is the other closer airport, which is pretty much over there. With O'Hare being far, far away from the airport, you can actually see some planes leaving O'Hare. They're over there, almost 20 minutes away from downtown, which is surprising with a airport that is a Chicago airport. So yeah, this was sadly demolished. So a lot of general aviation fans are sad that this was no longer here. But since that was no longer in existence, now a park. So sad for general aviation, but in light of what we do here on this channel, we're going to fly some very, very crazy large planes here into Meigs Field. As you can see, there's someone who's about to run into us. But we're going to fly a 777 and a 747 here. Now, here we are coming into Meigs Field with the 777 here. This is definitely not going to work because we are overspeeding pretty much. I'm going to try to slow it down as close as possible. We are almost on the ground. Full reverse thrust, full brakes. I'm going to slam on the brakes. Yeah, we are definitely not going to happen. We are off into the planetarium. We are in the water. Yeah, we are. That did not work. We have become about. So we're gonna test out the 747 just for the fun. Let's test out the 747 and see how that works. All right, here we are coming into Meigs Field with the 747. This is going to be absolutely a failure because we are not doing good already, like most of our landings on this channel. But here we are coming in. Hopefully, we will make this not a crash into the lake again. Let's just attempt to come in here very close to the water. We basically want to touch down right here. Oh no, that's not good. Yeah, we are dead. Yeah, once again, the 747 definitely does not work at Meigs Field. Now, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned a little bit about Meigs Field and the history of Chicago and their airports. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. The Meigs Field is definitely a cool runway. That's only found in the flight simulator now that it is gone. Norley Island is still a cool park. If you live in the Chicago area, you can check it out. Very nice walking trails, and it's very beautiful. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and have a great day.